one thing that strikes you in this flood-ravaged state is the resilience of the people, even after returning to their homes to find mud and ruin. And today I explored one Brisbane suburb where the streets are still covered in water, the houses are still under, but the people are bouncing back. Oxley Road, very, very busy Brisbane road. Look at that, street signs, the only thing poking out. Isn't that terrible, that house? The whole street. Here we are driving a boat over the petrol station. Looks like it would have got up above that awning too. The pump's just starting to poke out now at the top.
We had a few looters in there last night.
Looters?
Yeah, the doors were open and they were, rat bags were breaking and stealing stuff.
So, Pete, you stayed here this morning, overnight,
overnight,
watching?
Yeah.
And you just sat in the house and waited?
Sat in the house and waited and watched, and there was a few trying moments, I can tell you that. There was a lot of snakes too.
We already lost my brother's house in Chelmer.
Oh, really?
That's sort of all together. It's gone.
I can't even get in, I can't find my keys. It's just been such a frantic time just to get out. And then we had to evacuate anyway, so.
And last night, were you able to sleep at all, or were you just up worrying?
It was really horrible. Like, you just don't know what to think or what to do. It sort of makes you numb. Because I suppose that's the biggest thing you own, really, and you're still paying off.
There they go, surf rescue. Not much surf around here, but plenty of need for the experts and people to go around and see if anybody needs help. Yeah, a lot of people, that story being played out all over Queensland. Now we've got another local like me, Cameron Williams. You once called Brisbane home. In fact, your mum, where does she live? Somewhere around here?
Yeah, not far from here, Layla. She's just downstream around this bend, in fact, at Kangaroo Point. And like a lot of people there, she experienced a quite anxious night, but thankfully the water didn't reach the heights predicted. It lapped up into her front yard, but that was where it ended. So I'm very comfortable here in Brisbane. I love this place. I did my schooling here. I went to uni here. I got my first job here. And I've been very, very proud of the way the place has responded.
The people, you've been in the evacuation centres, you've been on the streets, you've been to people's houses. What strikes you when you spend time with them, especially when it's just past the peak? They've had no time to recover.
Well, I remember the days. Brisbane has changed a lot, and we've been thinking about this since 1974, of course, making the comparisons. Brisbane's changed a lot. I remember the days when Brisbane was smashed up as being just a big, glorified country town. But it does have everything now, and I thought that perhaps maybe it had lost a little country spirit, but it hasn't. It's been there in spades this week.
They haven't got the big city attitude.
No, they don't.
No one's whinging.
Have you found that as well?
Yeah, I have. There's definitely a resilience and a humour and a politeness that everybody wants to chat and make sure everybody else is okay.
That's right. A fellow said to me, he came up and made a special point. He was an older guy, and he said, you know what, I was just struggling to unload some stuff. I needed to get it above the water level because I thought it might come under my house. And a bunch of blokes walking past just came in. He said they were in their 20s and just said, we just helped the guy next door to you. What do you need done? So I think that's a great thing about Brisbane.
Great spirit. Thanks, Cam. All right, just a reminder, the Nine Network will continue to bring you the latest on the Queensland flood crisis during the evening, but that's our program for now. It's good night from me and Cam.
Good night.